All right, welcome back to BIBSTER'S Repair channel. Well, I was going to show you more of how I did this, but I actually did it all this morning before I went to work. But we ended up making our own adapter here, and it worked out pretty well. As you can see, I'm just getting this kind of test fitted in here now. Got a better actual bolts, and I still got to get the Allen key to actually tighten it up, but it is definitely going to fit under the door now. Be a little bit harder to steer because it's going to be only a 13-inch wheel, but I mean, because race car, look how cool that looks. You know how cool you look right now? Yeah, I know. Also, again, remember I said limited tools? Yeah, I don't think I have a 7/16 here yet, so my all wrench. Oh, also I tried to bash it on that head, so that one's not really tighten up anymore, which is fine. Actually, let me take this off now that I just tighten these up and show you kind of what I had to do because it was kind of tricky. So no one made an adapter for this particular style. There was just nothing out there like that. So what I had to do, well, they made ones for tapered shafts. They were tapered 3/4 inch shafts, but nothing like, still not loose, all wrench. Nothing for a straight shaft, and They have a 15-inch Farmall wheel, but those are almost all stock out of my normal places. There were some places I could have got one from, but I thought, well, I've always kind of wanted one of these. I think it would look kind of neat. I was tempted to try and figure out a way to do a quick connect because I thought that'd been kind of just hilarious, just for the meme of, you got this quick connect steering wheel on your tractor like a race car, but I ended up not going with that setup because, well, that would have been just silly. I still might get the center cap thing, one of those installation kits, because I have a center cap, but I don't have the part to actually put it on. So because of that, it won't have that for now, which is fine because it still is a tractor. But hold on. Really should have brought a tripod over here so that would do the handhold. There we go. So what I ended up doing was, this is just some $8 hub, 3/4 inch, and you can see it's got a cotter key, and there's an Allen head that I got to tighten up, so it'll actually be tight on there because it's actually loose right now. But what I ended up having to do was I had to take the cotter key. This isn't gonna come off. It won't come off now. And I had to trim it down in the middle, and then I also had to give it a slot because it was a 250 thousandths 1/4 inch cotter key, and that's only a 200 thousandths slot. It's a little bit smaller now, but once it's tight, it'll be a little bit of slop. And then on the adapter itself, what I was originally going to do was I was going to go fancy and try to indicate out the 3/4 inch hole in the middle, because we have a deal for our let me get down here for a second. We have a deal for our milling machine at work where you can take, and if you indicate something in, then you can spin it, and it spins like a chuck. It's like, basically makes it like another axis. So like when you have like those CNC machines that are like 5-axis and all that stuff, it makes it another axis that can spin, and then you can be precise. Well, I thought about that, and then this morning I thought, dum-dum, you really are making a lot more work out of something you don't need to make a lot of work out of. So I took a 3/4 inch bolt, stuck it to the whole thing, that piece of this piece with this piece on top. Then I went over to our drill press at work that has a hole in the stand, stuck the 3/4 inch bolt down the hole with it lined up the way I wanted to, drilled the hole deep as I wanted to go, tapped it, put a bolt in there to hold it, then I could drill my other 2 holes, drill and tap them, and then they'd be concentric. They're pretty close, and it pretty much is straight on, so it'll turn pretty nice. But I'll run to the store and get the right bolts and everything, and then I'll bring it back, and we'll see if we can get this thing out of the garage without me hitting anything. So I'll be back. All right, so we got the right hardware for this thing. I ended up just simply because I couldn't find 1/4 inch, half or 1/4 inch, 1/4 by 20 by 3/4 inch long bolts like I wanted for this. That's about as far as I tapped them. So I just went with these Allen heads that they had. That'll work. It'll actually make it a little bit nicer because it'll be smaller for the main nut to go on there that actually holds the whole thing on. I mean, technically that's not gonna come off. I probably wouldn't need to actually put the nut on there, but that's gonna be better. So get that all on there, get that squared up, and hopefully get this thing back down. All right, so it's on, and we're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up and see if it is easier to come out of the garage now. In theory, it should be. It's like way smaller, but can BIBSTER now steer? So I also have to get around 900 pounds of weights. So then I'll move the tractor out, flip it around, and bring all those weights to the back of the garage, and then bring the tractor back in backwards. So Mrs. BIBSTER is gonna help me out and film this. So we'll pass the camera off to her. Here you go. All right, we're already filming. So much easier without spraying it.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, be careful. Don't hurt yourself. This seems a little sketchy.
Here.
How many
Not
times
in
is...
here, that'd be bad.
Tell me to stop filming, so I'm just going to keep filming while he turns it around.
So much smaller and harder to turn. It looks so cool though.
You need a taller garage.
Yeah.
Should I stop filming?
Yeah, you can stop filming.
Okay.
Oh good, it's hot.
Well, that's what happens when you leave it in the sun.
Yeah.
So... slight bit sketchy.
What?
Only a slight bit sketchy.
Only a little. So I'll end up, I'll angle the front dangle over so I can bring the other tractor nose it in there, but for now it'll work.
As in here.
Yeah, so that front doesn't come off. When I could come back, nope, I can't come back any farther because the hitch is about to go out the window.
Oh, we don't want that.
We don't want that. Leave it out of gear in case I get the hanker and the fire sitting up at midnight.
Please don't.
You also have to get them off differently now because I can't get off the back.
Yep.
Luckily, I built that weight bracket for. That was farther than I thought.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Feels off. Yeah. Perfect. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Y'all know what to do.